a land covered with legends, unique Buddhist cave monasteries, and dynastic palaces with Greco-Bactrian Buddhist sculpture and painting. The history of the Kushans is the final stage of the mature, ancient culture of Uzbekistan. Who was at the origins of this civilization that survived a natural disaster in the 2nd century? And why did ancient Alexandria Oxiana, on the archaeological site of Kampırtepe, one of the most prosperous cities at the time, suddenly cease to exist in its heyday during the reign of Kanishka I? It was not easy to find the origins of this civilization. All these world-famous sites of Fayastepe, Karatepe, Kampırtepe, Delverzintepe, and the Halchayan Palace kept the secrets of the history of the Kushans for millennia. More than one generation of outstanding researchers strove to find these secrets. Discovered in the early 20th century, this world has revealed something amazing to mankind. These are the faces of people that belong to the elite of those historical times. The legendary Kajula Kadphises, the great king, the son of God, as well as Vima Takto, Vima Kadphises, Kanishka, Huvishka, and Vasudeva. Here they are, the visible images of the legendary Kushan kings, under whose rule the Kushan Empire reached its prosperity and became one of the greatest powers in the ancient world, along with the Roman Empire, the Parthian Kingdom, and the state of the Han dynasty. At the time of its greatest power, under King Kanishka, the Kushan Kingdom included the territories of present-day Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Afghanistan, as well as part of the Hindustan Peninsula. According to Chinese chronicles, after the conquest of India, the Kushan state became one of the most powerful and richest on the continent. The capital was present-day Peshawar. Then it was known as Pataliputra. According to researchers, the Kushan statehood was multi-ethnic. It was a fusion of the material and spiritual culture of different peoples, including the Hellenese, Bactrians, and representatives of the Indian ethnic group. However, in both culture and art, the traces of Hellenic influence are gradually replaced by new trends, Asian and Indian traditions. The Kushan Empire featured unique Buddhist monasteries and dynastic palaces with Greco-Bactrian and Buddhist sculptures. The Kushan culture is characterized by an organic fusion of three major cultural traditions, or even four, I would say. These are the local Bactrian culture, the Hellenized culture of India, and the nomadic Kushan culture proper. They merged very fruitfully. Robust architecture, the flourishing of urban culture, the flourishing of trade, science, and art. The main dynastic Kushan temples, majestic and especially revered, are located in Surkhatal and Rabatak, which are the territories of present-day Baghlan province in Afghanistan. They were erected during the reign of Kanishka I and Huvishka, and perpetuated the memory of the homeland of the ancestors. Baghlan is connected by direct roads with Hindu Kush and Kabulistan. This is where the story of the Kushan kings begins. An inscription was found on one of the stone slabs in the dynastic temple of Rabatak, where the most famous Kushan king Kanishka gives instructions to create and install statues in honor of his great-grandfather, grandfather, and father. He writes that he built a temple, and in this temple he installed statues of his great-great-great-grandfather, Kajula Kadphises. great-great-grandfather Vima Takto, great-grandfather Vima Katphisis, and so on. He gives the genealogy of all Kushan kings. This fact convinces us that kings needed sculptors and artists, and that they understood the nameless masters emphasized their power. The Mathura Museum in India has preserved monumental sculptures of Kanishka and his father Vima Katphisis.